You know, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I'd give my thoughts on the whole Jack Swagger being arrested deal. Now, I know a lot of people pretty much come out and said that because of this, his push that he currently had going is done. It's over. Now, that might be true, but according to what TMZ reported, a representative of WWE said that Jack Swagger, Mr. Swagger as they said, is responsible for his own actions. I'm not lying, folks. That's what they said. He's responsible for his own actions. He was released on his own recognizance, if you will. And apparently he's responsible for his own actions. So basically what that tells me is WWE saying, hey, we're not going to deal with this. This was after SmackDown. Mr. Swagger, it's not our responsibility, it's Mr. Swagger's. It's Jack Swagger's responsibility, not ours. So pretty much what they're saying, according to what TMZ reports, that WWE is not going to take, according to what this representative is saying, they're not going to take responsibility. So what does that tell me? It kind of tells me that I think those in WWE don't want to fuck up, excuse my language, but fuck up this situation they got going with Swagger in his matchup with Del Rio at Mania, we hope. I mean, I know people like Brad Rules and many others, like FN Wrestling and a few people out there, Sean's View, are pretty much all figuring that Jack Swagger could be done and be replaced. I don't think that's going to happen. Because to me, WWE's invested too much time into repackaging Jack Swagger with this gimmick. They've gone out and gotten him a manager in Dutch Mantel when they didn't have to. They're trying to, in my opinion, please the fans out there that feel that they're not doing their job, they're not giving them a product that they can be invested in. And to me, that's why you have Jack Swagger in this situation. Now, they could have given it to anybody else, let's face it. They could have given it to anybody else, but they didn't. They could have waited till Evan Bourne came back and, believe it or not, given it to him. But they didn't. The truth is, they gave it to Swagger because they pretty much feel this is his last chance. And maybe they feel that way. But they also feel that if there's anybody that can pull it off, it's Swagger. He can pull this off. Now, for those like Brad, if you're wondering if this is because the PG people are afraid of this angle, it's not that. Yes, there are people like those at Fox News, those at the Atlanta Press, those at several other media outlets that are not happy with this. But if this is going to help WWE get in the media, get people talking about WrestleMania and about their product again, then so be it. They're going to do it. Whether we like it or not, whether anybody else agrees with it or not. They're going to do it. I mean, why in the world, like I said, would you invest so much time into this? Huh? And I know people are saying, oh, well, because of this, you know what? They should put Ziggler in there. Or they should put Mark Henry in there. Yeah, I understand you guys with all hope. Those of you out there are hoping. They say, okay, Jack, you're out. Dolph Ziggler, you're in. And Dolph Ziggler, you're going to go over. Or Mark Henry, you're in. And Mark Henry, you're going to go over. It's not going to happen. Because you know why? They already got plans possibly for Mark Henry. They got Mark Henry being talked about for a match against Sheamus, believe it or not. But it also seems that they're getting Sheamus ready for either to face probably Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental title. And it also seems that they might get Mark Henry ready for a match against Rey Mysterio. I'm just saying. The point is, folks, what I'm trying to say is I don't think anything's going to happen because if they're saying, if you have a representative from WWE telling TMZ that Jack Swagger is responsible for his own actions, and whether you want to believe it or not, it sounds like WWE is washing their hands of the entire situation. But it also sounds like to me, in my opinion, when somebody from WWE who should say, hey, there will be consequences, they're pretty much telling TMZ and everybody else, hey, because basically when they're saying, hey, so and so is responsible for their actions, especially around this time frame, they're basically saying, hey, screw you guys, fuck you guys. We're not going to change a thing. We spend too much time invested into this gimmick and character, and it's going to help us sell pay-per-view buys for WrestleMania. It's going to get us media coverage for WrestleMania. So screw you. That's basically what they're saying. Because, again, I have seen in the past WWE has taken responsibility. They've taken action. But if they're saying, hey, he's responsible for his own actions, that's basically them saying, hey, look, screw you guys, screw what you say. We're not going to suspend him. We're not going to do anything unless he feels it needs to be done himself, because it's WrestleMania season and we've invested too much into this angle, whether you like it or not. So in my honest opinion, I don't think they're going to do anything that's going to mess this up. And if they do, then they're messing themselves up. Because it is getting the media coverage. Like I said, you have Fox News, you have Atlanta Press, and many other outlets talking about this. So I don't think anything bad's going to happen. I mean, hell, people are afraid of it not being, this angle is not PG. It's more of a R-rated angle. No, it's not an R-rated angle. You know what it is? It's a PG-13 angle. Anytime you have a product or a show come out and say, have the rating of TV PG-V or TV PG-LV, with those additions of V or LV, that basically tells me that it's PG-13. They're trying to get across to people's minds, hey, we're a PG-13 product at times, and that's why you see certain things that we do that you may not feel as PG. I mean, heck, take a look at the movies that come out recently in the past few years, and even this year. Some of these horror movies, if you will, like Dark Skies and some other ones out there. These all that have come out this year and have come out in recent years. They've all had PG-13 ratings. And they should be R-rated, but they're not. Get what I'm saying? I mean, The Last Exorcism, if you will. PG-13, that should be fucking R. The truth is, a lot of people, for those that are complaining that this is not PG, need to wake up, look around, and see that there's a lot of stuff out there in the theaters, on television, that even though they have a PG rating, will not always be PG material, because they will have certain stuff in there that you may or may not agree with. So, to me, honestly, I hope nothing really happens, and if it does, I feel they're going to play it into the angle. Like if, let's say if Jack says, I'm going to sit out for 15 days, play it into the angle. Say that Jack Swagger is sitting at home, doing what a real American or we the people would do, and that's take responsibility for his mistakes, for what he's done, for his troubles, or whatever. Play it into the angle like that, and it would work. It wouldn't kill his momentum. Anyway, my honest opinion is I don't think they're going to do anything, and if WWE's going to do anything, and if they do,